Hey guys, Katie Krause here for Hollywire.com, coming to you from Rick Dees' studio, joined today by Matt Kearney. How's it going?
Very good. Thank you for having me.
New album released August 2nd, Young Love. What can fans expect?
It's really exciting. This kind of beat-driven, in-your-face, emotional, love, nostalgic album. I don't know. I'm really excited about it.
How does it compare to Nothing Left to Lose and City of Black and White, would you say?
This record's much more like drawing upon some kind of hip-hop roots, maybe. There's like a little more rhythm. And
I feel like there was some of that in Nothing Left to Lose. There's a lot of that R&B style.
R&B.
I want to say R&B, rap.
Kind of, there's like a spoken, there's like a little bit of this like beat-driven stuff. Well, it's really good. That's all people need to know.
It's really good, guys.
Amazing. Yeah.
Well, the first single, Hey Mama, I can't stop listening to it.
Hey mama, 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 singing oh 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 oh.
So talk to me about that song, and Hey Mama, is that your wife?
Yes, I actually wrote that song about meeting my wife at a clothing store. I was by the shoes and she was kind of by the dresses, and she was with her friend, which I knew, so I wasn't just a creepy guy walking up to a random girl. And I was doing the whole like, what do you think about this dress? You know, like, I was shopping for my brother's wife. She was like totally over it. Was like,
not into it.
She's like, I know what you're trying to do, and the dress is ugly. Like, back off, basically.
But it worked out somehow.
Yeah, eventually I won, yes.
There's another song that I was listening to last night, Ships in the Night. I'm just curious, what was the inspiration behind that and the lyrics?
Song wanting to connect with someone that maybe you're missing each other, and you're maybe close physically, like but emotionally there's like this sea between the two of you.
What about the second single? Do you know what it's gonna be yet?
Well, there's a song called Count on Me, which I really love. It was me trying to make like a Beatles, Paul Simon, like fun pop song, and I'm actually like counting through up numbers and through the alphabet in the beginning of each line.
What about the most meaningful song on the record to you? What would you say it is?
There's a song, the last song on the record is called Rochester, and I wrote it about my grandfather ran an illegal gambling ring in Rochester, New York. So like everyone would come and bet on like play poker and horse races, and it was all illegal. And the mob came to town, and they didn't like his business, so they had him arrested. I wanted to write my father's story, so I wrote this like kind of folk song.
In general, sort of walk me through your song writing process.
I feel like to be a good writer, a good songwriter, you have to listen a lot to people. Sometimes these little nuggets will come out of your friend's mouth, like when my friend found out he was having a child, and he said, Matt, we're all one phone call from our knees. And I was like, that's really heavy, that's awesome. And I wrote this song called Closer to Love that was on the radio and did stuff. And you just write lyrics first and then find a way to put them to music, so. There's no like formula for me.
Well, you just announced your fall tour dates. September it kicks off.
It does, September.
What can audiences expect from your show? Talk to me about the set list a little bit.
It's like really epic, and I think we're really good live. I feel like that's something like when you hear like a singer-songwriter or name, you're like, I bet they're not. I bet they're okay. You know, we're on tour right now, and I love my fans and the people that come out to shows. They just like. They keep me going and keep me doing what I'm doing.
How do you pick your set list? I mean, how do you go through and say, this one, but not this one?
You know, you're going to play like the hits. I'm not the guy that doesn't play my radio songs. I love it. But yeah, you can only do so many slow songs, so many fast songs. But it makes it special, and you can change it up every night and make different shows, and sometimes people follow you on the road for like multiple shows, so you give them a little taste. Different every day.
Those are some loyal fans then. Yeah. What is the biggest lesson that you've learned?
I feel like with music and the music industry, when you start trying to chase something, you know, I've tried that at times where you try to chase like a trend, you see something happening, you're like, oh, let's do that. I feel like that's where you start really hurting yourself. And I think like what made me and what got me to this place was doing the songs that are in my heart and like trying to actually do what's not happening outside.
So stay true to yourself.
That's a good way to put it. Yeah, stay true to yourself.
What about with the new album? Where do you see yourself in the music industry?
I've struggled with that because I'm not like all the way Lady Gaga pop, but I'm not all the way like Animal Collective, like hipsterdom. So I think somewhere in there, I really love that balance of like trying to create music that could be on the radio and it's pop, but also like I carry some like heart and weight and substance.
Lastly, why should fans get the new album?
Because it's amazing.
It's amazing.
Apart from the neon green and black cover, which I was really proud of, I just think it's like fresh and different, and what we're doing is like I'm just so proud of it.
Yeah.
So I think people would like it a lot.
Well, thank you so much for being here today with us. We really appreciate it.
Hey, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, and for more entertainment news, make sure to check out hollywire.com or find the link on rick.com.